Good morning, crime community. If you've been watching my channel at all, you know that I've been reading Edgar Allan Poe. I've been having problems with getting Edgar Allan Poe's books. One of them I had to tear the bottom pages off. So I went to another poet, Emily Bronte, which I've been reading. And I've gotten some of her books, and the provenance of some of these books is extreme, so they have to go back to the museums. So I'm trying to get modern versions of these people's works, and they have what's called a facsimile. If you just take an old book and reprint it, they haven't changed the fonts, they haven't changed the size of the pages. So they're basically, it's just a facsimile of an old book, which you can't read. So I had to send several of those back, and I've ordered a few more, and hopefully I will be getting them in the next few weeks, because I'm having a hard time figuring out what to read here because it's all facsimile. So if that explains it at all, that's what I'm doing. So in the meantime, until I figure out what I'm going to read about Poe, I'm just going to read a little poem by Charlotte Bronte. It's called Regret. Long ago, I wished to leave the house where I was born. Long ago, I used to grieve. My home seemed so forlorn. In other years, its silent rooms were filled with haunting fears. Now their memory comes, o'ercharged with tender tears. Life and marriage I have known, things once deemed so bright. Now how utterly is flown every ray of light. Mid the unknown sea of life, I no blessed isle have found. At last, through all its wild wave strife, my bark is homeward bound. Farewell, dark and rolling deep. Farewell, foreign shore. Open in unclouded weep, though glorious realm before. Yet through I had safely passed that weary wexed main. Once loved voice through surge and blast could call me back again. Through the soul's bright morning rose, or paradise for me, William, even from heaven's repose, I turned, invoked by thee. Storm nor surge should e'er arrest my soul exulting then, all my heaven was once thy breast. Would it were mine again? So hopefully tomorrow we're going to have some more lessons by Edgar Allan Poe. But since he has so many stories and volumes, including all these poets, I was trying to look up Emily Bronte, and there's no book that has all her poems. She has 400 poems over a course of her lifetime. She has over 400 stanzas. So I'm supposed to be getting a book of just a few of her poems and maybe one of her stories. So in the meantime, I have to figure out what I'm going to read about Poe, because he's doing critiques on probably 25 writers, and some of them are too long to read and are not that interesting. So I have to go through, and I only read what I enjoy. Okay, so have a nice day and subscribe and share.